Welcome back to Marvel Legendary. We're playing a two-player game here, and we are trying to stop the glacial flood. Flood the planet with melted glaciers, and our mastermind is Maria Hill, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Alright, player one, we're just going to get right into it. Let's see what we have for our 6 cards. We have an agent, 1, 2, 3, 4 agents, and 2 troopers, which is going to give us 4 recruit points and 2 attack. That is not great. However, the first thing we need to do, of course, is pull a villain card. See what is going to happen to us first. And, oh great, it's a Master Strike. Wow, that's 2 of them already in the game. We only had a few turns already. Alright, let's take a look at the Master Strike and see what it has to say. For a Master Strike, for Maria Hill, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D., we have 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. officers enter the city as 3 attack villains. When you fight them, gain them as heroes. Well, we're going to be adding 2 more of these S.H.I.E.L.D. officers into the city, and that's going to push things down twice, which means 1 S.H.I.E.L.D. officer is going to escape. There's no escape information on that particular agent, so nothing much happens, except our city is now filled up. And of course, we cannot attack the mastermind unless these S.H.I.E.L.D. officers are defeated. And so we're going to come right back. We're going to take a look at what we can do with only 2 attack, 4 recruit. Be back here in a second. All right, our options are pretty limited. We don't have enough attack ability to attack anybody. We need 6, 3, everything else is 3. So our 2 troopers, not going to do us much good, but we do have 4 recruit, and we can get a S.H.I.E.L.D. officer for 3. And the only other thing we can afford is the sniper squad for 3. And I think we're probably going to go ahead and get the sniper squad, Agent X13 for 3. And this will give us 1 recruit and 1 attack. And if we have played previous to this card 4 of the other cards, we're going to get Woman Out of Time. Alright, so we're going to purchase that. That's going to go to our discard pile. And that's basically all we can do. We're going to have to replace the card in HQ, and we'll take a look at it. Wow, a 6. When and if we get the ability to buy it. And that's going to be the end of player 1's turn. So we're going to draw up 6 new cards for player 1. And that will be end of the turn. Alright, on to player 2. First thing we need to do, a card from the villain deck. Our villain city is completely full. What do we get now? A Scheme Twist. Oh my goodness, we're getting ham-oored. Oh, and I had these dice out here to keep track of how many Scheme Twists we have, and it's going to be 2 now. And I also have a 20-sided die here because once we get 20 KO'd non-gray heroes, we lose the game. But right now, we're going to have to take a look at what happens with a Scheme Twist once again. And when a twist happens, we stack the twist to the scheme as Rising Waters. Then KO each hero from the headquarters whose cost is less than or equal to the number of Rising Waters in the stack, which is 2 right now. And nothing in the HQ is worth 2 or less, so all of these cards will remain. Now, they would be KO'd, going up here to the KO area, counting towards our 20 KO'd non-gray heroes to lose the game. Alright, well, that was not fantastic. Let's have a look at the cards for player 2 and see what player 2 can do. Oh, we got one of his bot cards. So he has an agent, another agent, another agent, another agent, another agent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agents. And Steve Rogers, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D., which, if we look at this, you get a +1 recruit for each hero class you have. So he has the Green Fist, and that's all we have on all of our cards. So 1 hero class, 1 recruit, and he is not a savior yet because savior means we have to have 3 bystanders in our saved area, and we don't have any at the moment. So what this means is we have 6 recruit. We can't take out any villains, though. Wow, but we have 6 recruits, so we can either get this 5 card. Well, let's take a look at all of them. This one here is 3 of these symbols, and you can KO a hero that you play this turn if you do rescue a bystander. Ooh, that would start ramping up rescuing bystanders. For the savior ability to happen, we have form of solid ruby, Ruby Summers. It is worth 0, and whenever you defeat a villain or mastermind this turn, you get +2 recruit, but it has 4 attack. Wow, that's a pretty good attack card. And the last one that just flipped up, Dark Foretelling Black Swan. It's another 4 attack card. Reveal the top 3 cards of the villain deck. Rescue any bystanders you reveal, then put the rest back in any order. Whoa. I think we like this card the best. So we're going to purchase that with our 6. We're going to replace the card in the HQ with Spy Network, Agent X13. That's going to be the end of the turn. So we're going to discard all those cards and draw 6 new ones for the next hand. And back we go then to player 1. All right, so far, so not so good. All right, let's draw a villain card. First thing we have to do from the villain deck. And we get Agent Eric Marshall, Villain Shield Elite. Okay, he has an ambush ability. Ooh, okay. A shield officer enters the city as a 3 villain. When you fight it, gain it as a hero. So he comes and another shield agent shows up as well. So it's going to push this one off the board. Of course, I push this one off the board because I make a mess everywhere. And it will also push this one off the board, but it has no special abilities either. So all of these guys are going to slide down because as after this one enters, we get another shield agent. Wow, I can see how it's going to be pretty darn tough to even attack Maria Hill. Wow, that's brutal. Okay, but he's only 1 attack to take him out. So maybe this time we'll have the chance to actually do something, or at least take out 1 villain. All right, let's take a look at the hand of player 1. And what do we have? Ooh, we have a couple of special cards, so that's good. And 1, 2, 3. All right, what do we have here? We have symbols that don't match and are not going to do much. However, this card's going to trigger now because we have 2 classes of heroes out. So 1, 2, 3 recruit, 1 attack, 2, 3 attack, save your man at a time. Well, that's not going to trigger, but this one will. So we're going to play this one for 2 attack. We have 3 attack. And then we're going to get, so we'll have 3 attack. This will be worth 2 recruit, so 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit, 3 attack. Well, that's a little bit better. For the 3 attack, I guess we'll take out a Maria, and we get to gain them when you knock them out. So they come over to your side. And we have 5 recruit, and I think with the 5 recruit, player 1 will recruit this card here, which of course is 2 attack, and you may KO one of these heroes. It's your turn. You can rescue a bystander. So that's also going to be in the discard of player 1, and away we go with all the cards. Going to have to draw 6 new, but we only have 2. So it means we're going to have to shuffle. So I'm going to do that off screen and draw up, and then we're going to go to player 2. All right, over to player 2. First thing we do is draw a card from the villain deck, and we get Black Knight. Villain, Masters of Evil, World War II. Ambush. Black Knight captures a bystander. Fight. Save your KO one of your heroes. I guess you have to have both fight, or the fight triggers after you defeat him. If you have a savior, you can KO one of your heroes. If not, you won't be able to. 4 attack to get rid of this guy. These guys are going to slide down. He is going to capture a bystander, and the bystander is just a regular dude. So in we go. And up now will be player 2. And let's see what player 2 has for cards. Let's hope something good. So Maria, has lots of basic cards. Not a lot. Well, he has 3 attack though, so that's not too bad. So 3 attack for the 3 troopers, and 2, 3, 4 recruit. And I didn't replace this card, did I? So why don't I do that now with another Shadows of War Past Steve Rogers. Save your man at a time. All right, worth 2 attack. So with 3 attack, I think once again we're going to knock out one of the Marias, which means we're going to be able to recruit that shield agent. And now we have 2, 3, 4 recruit points. We have 2 options that I see for HQ. we can get this one, X13, choose one, gain a shield officer, or you get to attack. That's pretty cool. And another woman out of time. So this is worth 2 attack or gain a shield officer, which we really don't need because we get them when we defeat them there anyway. And this one is just a savior man out of time worth 2 attack. So I think we're going to go ahead and get the X13 card. We're going to recruit the X13 agent into the discard pile, of course, and that will be the end of the turn. So we've defeated the shield agent, recruited a card. We're filling up HQ again with another Black Swan card, which we'll look at when we get to buying it, perhaps. And now we're going to go back to player 1. All right, I hope I haven't been making too many errors. If I have, of course, I'll be leaving notes. But villain deck card time now. So we're going to pull a card, and we get another Sapien League Henchman Villain. And it has a fight ability, KO one of your heroes. Then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a henchman villain, play it. All right, and that's worth 3. So these guys are all, of course, going to slide down. And we have more villains everywhere. And, of course, we cannot attack Maria until all of the shield agents are shield clears. You can't fight Maria Hill while there are any shield elite or officers. Wow. So shield elite and shield officer. So we have to get rid of both of these guys before we can attack her. So pretty tough. All right, on to player 1. What does he have for his cards? He has an agent, a trooper, sniper squad. This is going to happen this time, I think. Shield, agent, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. So we have 4 recruit, basically 5 recruit, and 2 attack. And we're going to have to take a look at the woman at a time ability. Basically what woman at a time means is we get to use this card again the next turn. So we're going to be able to use it this turn. It's just going to go back in our hand. We're going to drop 6 cards plus that card for player 1's next hand, but you can only do that 1 time. So it's only going to be used once if you follow the logic. Okay, so we have 5 recruit and 5 recruit. Let's take a look at the new Black Swan card. If you have this symbol, you may KO a card from your hand, a discard pile. If you do, draw a card worth 2 recruit. So it's a KO thinning, deck thinning card that gives you 2 recruit. I don't know if I'm too thrilled about that. I think we're more thrilled about getting more of the man out of time 2 attack card, or with savior, but we need to get saving bystanders, which we have not saved any yet. All right, so we're going to recruit this card for player 1. That leaves us 2 recruit. We're going to fill up the headquarters right away because it might be a 2 and it is not. It is a 3. So we are finished recruiting, but we have 2 attack. The only thing we can take out with 2 attack is this guy. Does he have... He has no other abilities. We just knock him out. It says ambush shielded officer in city 3. When you fight it, gain it as a hero. So we're going to be basically knocking this guy out. So I'm going to put him up here in the pile for player 1 so we know which cards he's knocked out. And that is basically the end of player 1's turn. He just got all his cards. Going to deal up 6 more. And on we will go to player 2. Now remember, because this was woman out of time, this goes into our player 1's hand to be used once more on their next turn. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that ability. All right, that's the end of player 1. We're going to go player 2, and I think we're going to do 1 more turn each, and it'll be the end of the episode. All right, first thing to do, we have to we have to look at a villain deck card, and it is a scheme twist. Oh, this starts getting ugly because now we have 3 scheme twists, and as we know, the floodwaters are rising, so we have to go to HQ and we have to KO every hero that is 3 or less. Now there's 1, so this card gets KO'd to the KO pile. We have number 1 here on the 20-sided die. Now remember, we lose the game if we get 20 non-gray heroes up here in the KO area. We have our first 1, so that is not what we want. All right, let's take a look at the hand for player 2. We have a trooper, we have an agent, we have this card, Deep Roger Director of Shield, again, another Trooper, another shield. Only 2 attack points again. Not really good. So we have 1, 2. This would be 3, 4. We have 4 recruit and 2 attack. That is not very good. Oh, and we have to... I do think we replace it after we KO it. Or do we? Let's have a look at this scheme twist again. Stack the twist next to scheme and rising water. Then KO each hero from the HQ whose cost is less than or equal to the number of rising waters in the stack from HQ. Oh, I think it gets replaced. It's just if it's another one, you don't just keep KOing them. It's just whenever the scheme twist happens. So this card would have been replaced, I believe, with another form of solid ruby. 6 card. All right. So back to what we had. 2 attack. Not going to do us any good anywhere. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, which doesn't let us do anything in the HQ. So the only thing we can use for recruit is we can recruit one of the shield officers. And I suppose we might as well do that. And that's going to be the end, of the turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I'm doing very well. But anyway, that is the way it is. So I'm going to have to do 2 more turns, 1 for player 1, 1 for player 2, and we'll call it an episode. Okay, so villain card. And what do we have this time? We have Dum Dum Duggan, villain shield agent elite. He has shield clearance, but fight and escape. Escape is same effect. Same effect as the fight, I guess. Each player with a shield officer in their discard pile gains a wound. Wow. Wow, okay, well, we don't want that to happen. These guys are going to slide down. And, wow, what can we do? All right, let's take a look at player 1's hand. Now, remember, they get to use this card once more on this turn, then it will be discarded. We have a trooper. We have reassign. Ooh, you may KO a hero you play this turn. Can these things trigger? Well, they will be triggering. All right, looks like we have quite a bit of synergies. Actually, quite a bit of synergy this time. Because this card now, we have to play these in the proper order, though. So we'll play the trooper as 1 regular hero trooper. And then we will play this one, Roger's man at a time. Just have to play him in the right order. Then we're going to play the trooper. And that. So now we have 4 symbols down, so this will trigger. You may KO a hero you play this turn if you do rescue a bystander. So we're going to want to do that. We will KO one of these agents, but we still get to use the recruit from him, so I got to keep that in mind. So we get 1 recruit there. This, and then we're going to play this one, which we've already played for, woman at a time, but this won't trigger again. So this is going to give us 1 recruit, 1 attack. This gives us 2 attacks. This is going to give us, because we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 different classes of hero. So this is going to be 4 recruit. So we have a total of 4, 5, 6. We have a total of 6 recruit and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack. So finally, something good happening. 6 recruit, 6 attack, and we get to rescue a bystander. So we're going to rescue a bystander right now. And it's just a regular one. It's going to go into the player 1 discard. So they have 1 now towards a possible 3 bystanders to trigger the savior effect. And I have to remember all of this stuff. I'm trying my best. All right, so we have 6 recruit and 6 attack. With the 6 attack, he's also going to fight this guy, which, of course, getting these cards off of here, not the easiest thing. Fight. Save or draw a card. Well, we're not. So, this guy is defeated, which is good. Nothing else happens. And then we rescue this bystander. It says when you rescue this bystander, this card becomes a villain 3 and enters the city. It gains the ability fight, KO one of your heroes. So what happens is we've defeated that guy, and all these guys now are going to slide down. That guy's going to go in there. So that was all my attack to defeat him. Yeah, and that's about all that happened. So we filled up the city. Now we have 6 recruit, and I think with 6 recruit, we're going to go ahead and recruit one of the solid ruby forms. And do we want to do that? 4 attack card. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and recruit that. So that was our 6 attack, 6 recruit. Keeping in mind, that Woman Out of Time has been played twice. It is now into the discard. So we're going to drop our cards for player 1, and then we're going to have player 2 go, and that will be the end of this episode. All right, the last turn for this episode, and we have a villain possibly entering the city, and it is a scheme twist. Oh, and I forgot to replace this. So I'm going to do it right now, and it's with a 3. Ugh. So this scheme twist, this now is going to add number 4. Holy mackerel. We have now 4 scheme twists. We're losing this game, I think, pretty horribly. 4 scheme twists, and once again, the Rising Waters, and we need to KO. Hero from HQ's cost is less than or equal to the number of Rising Water cards, which should be 4. So this one gets KO'd. We now have 2 heroes in the KO area. That was not as catastrophic as it could be, but if we get more of them scheme twists, we're going to start knocking out higher and higher level heroes, which is going to put more and more colored heroes into the KO. We get 20 in there, we lose the game. All right, let's now have a turn. All right, so it didn't push anyone out of the city. What do we have now for player 2? Well, they have 2 generic agents for 2 recruit. So 4 recruit, 1 attack. And what do we have here? We don't have any synergy matching symbols or anything. But we do have the Black Swan card. Reveal the top 3 cards of the villain deck. Rescue any banished bystanders. Reveal to put the rest back in any order. That is very cool. Choose to gain a shield agent officer or get 2 attacks. So we're going to do 2 attack, 3 attack. And we get now, so 3 attack. So let's just do that. For 3 attack. No. We're going to do this in the right order. So we're going to do this one. Reveal the top 3 cards of the villain deck. Rescue any bystanders. You reveal, then put the rest back in any order. So we get to take the top 3. So we're going to kind of have a premonition of the pain that will be coming towards us soon. Top 3. We have a Master Strike. We have Shield Elite. And we have this one again. So these are the 3 cards on the top. I don't think we want a Master Strike right now. What does this guy say? Fight. KO one of your heroes and reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it is a henchman villain, play it. If it's a henchman villain, play it. Well, neither of them are henchman villains. I think we're going to put this one on the top. Then the Master Strike, I guess. We're going to have to hit by it anyway. Although we'll put the Master Strike. So we're going to go with this one on the top, second card, third card. All right, that's how it's going back. And then with our 3 attack, actually we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 attack now. We have 7 attack. And with 7 attack, we're going to attack this guy for 4. Each player with a shield officer in their discard pile gains a wound. Well, that is player 2 is the only one. So we're going to knock this guy out for 4. That's going to put a wound into the player 2's discard pile, but we'll live with that because we don't want that guy escaping. We have 3 more attack left, and we will take out this particular henchman because we know what the top card is. If it's a henchman villain, play it. Well, it's not, so we're knocking this guy out too. So that was the 7 attack. So that cleaned out the city quite nicely, although we could have rescued a bystander here instead. No, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it with that. And now we have 2, 3, 4. We have 4 recruit, which does us no good. And I don't think we want to recruit anymore because we're ending up with too many shield officers. So I think we're just going to leave it off there. We're not going to do any recruiting. Let's go to the discard. We're going to have to drop our 6 cards for our next hand. And that's going to be concluding the episode for today. So thanks so much for watching along. This is Marvel Legendary. I'm trying to keep the rules as straight as possible. We have 2 non-gray heroes KO'd. If we get 20, we lose. So we're already up to 4 scheme twists, which means the next scheme twist that comes out, everything 5 or less in headquarters gets KO'd. This starts to become really bad news. We can't attack Maria until we get rid of elites or shield officers in the city, which we're kind of at right now. So anyway, that's it. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your subscriptions, comments, your likes. Really appreciate it. Join me next time for the continuation of Marvel Legendary, where we try to stop Maria, who is flooding the planet with glaciers. So thanks so much for watching along, and we'll see you next time.